$85. Imagine that. Because it's so rare. I sold the whole case of oil when I was at Edina for $6.30. It was 24 quarts. So, I mean, it was good business.
Do we have any more questions for Ed? Any other comments?
Did you guys ever have stamps? Like, you know, my dad was a realtor in Barrington, and he had all the cart gas stations.
No.
He'd sell.
I tell you, the Standard Oil dealers, I belong to the gas station retailers of Northern Illinois. I was the vice president of that outfit. And we were death on stamps. If we saw a dealer take on stamps, we have a conference with him. Because what happened is, when one person takes it, the next one gets stamps, the next one gets stamps, and the first thing you know, they've all given out stamps,
Right.
and they're buying these stamps. They're not making much money than they made before. So it was just like a gas war. That's another thing we did. You know, a new dealer was coming in, and he cut his price to 4 or 5 cents a gallon. You know, oh boy, he did a lot of business. You know, cars coming in, the next guy he cut his price, and first thing you know, nobody's making any money. So we good just to keep the price up so we could make a decent wage.
So Maury, do you have any idea how many cars were entered in the 33 races? And would you know about how many people it drew to the race?
Well, unlike the early races where they reported 50,000 people coming into Elgin for the races, the race in 1933 did not produce that many, but there were estimates of 20 to 25,000 people that showed up in Elgin for that race. Yes?
Was the 33 race intended to be a one-time affair, or was it thought it could go on?
When they originally planned it, they thought it might reintroduce it, but as they got into the planning and discovered how difficult it was to secure the roads and to actually shut down a state highway for racing, they then realized that this was going to be a one-time deal. Yeah. They still, remember 1933, they still had road racing in other parts of the country. When you look at Watkins Glen, New York, and you look at up in Wisconsin by Plymouth, up in that area, they have road racing that finally settled in on a special built track there. But the road racing itself became much more difficult as the car population grew. Yes.
Well, just 2 things. Could you repeat where the trophies are located, the 2 museums? And
Sure.
a follow-up would be, has anyone ever asked approximately what these museums want for these trophies?
Yeah.
So,
Liz?
can I answer that? So we've had the road race trophy, the big one from Elgin National Watch. We've had that here. We had it here for 5 years.
Wow.
Cleveland, it's the Case Western Reserve Museum. And it's a Crawford Auto and Aviation Museum that has it. We have a request into them right now to transfer that item to our collection permanently. So they haven't addressed that yet. They have a committee that has to meet, and the guy who's in charge of the committee has been very ill, and they haven't met. So that's the staff's recommendation, that they transfer it here.
Permanently.
Yes, let's knock on wood when we say that. So that's the idea behind it, because they are not showing it. They haven't had it on display in years. Now, Henry Ford, I'm sure, wants their.
Sure. Henry
They're
Ford
one.
really will not discuss releasing or selling that trophy to them. That's something that's not possible. Although they were amenable to lending us the trophy, since it is not on exhibit. Now the other trophies, we don't know where they are. Really don't. We were very fortunate to come across this trophy that we got, the Illinois trophy. But we're still missing the Aurora Cup and several others that we don't know where they are.
For that $50 stock, did your dad buy stock in the race? And did he make it, do you make it?
The early races, the
Oh,
$50
yeah.
the $50 stock in the early races, in fact, did turn a profit for those people. Unfortunately, that race association went a couple of years longer. After they came back from World War I, they raced again in 1919 and 1920. Those did not prove to be profitable, and people that were still holding stock have really lost their money at that point. Yeah. But before that, they did return a profit.
So there was no stock sold for the 33?
No stock sold at all for the 33 race. It was a completely different, it was a separate corporation, had no relationship to the early races. Yes.
Did I hear you say there were no accidents ever at your corner?
Not at our corner, no.
No near accidents or coming on? That's
Well,
wonderful.
they slowed down pretty good before they got to the
I
corner.
saw that graveyard over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to correct that, there wasn't an accident at his corner,
That's what yeah.
but a little further down, about a third to half a mile east of that fourth turn, there was a driver that died, but it was in practice, it was not in the race. And that driver died during practice. And it was from a broken wheel. A wooden wheel that came apart. And the reports actually were reported in the New York Times that as he came around the corner, there were mechanics that from other race teams noticed that the wheel was wobbling. And as he got further down, they saw the wheel come apart and his car rolled.
What else were you going to say?
Ed?
You were going to mention something else.
Oh, well, just in passing, I take aerobic classes at the center in Elgin.
Of course.
And I travel over half of this course twice a week. I come from 20 to Edina and take the road that goes up to Snyder's Corner, the hairpin turn. Well, that's another thing about the hairpin turn. That turn was actually was an angle like this. It wasn't a 90-degree angle, it was like this. So what they did, they curved it a little. So it wasn't quite as bad, but still, it was a short turn. And they lost a lot of time at places like that. But going back to what I do, I drive this Highland Avenue into McLean Boulevard, and then I go down the center, but that is half the track from McLean Boulevard back to Edina, and I travel twice a week. And I think about it every time I drive on it. And I go along about 60 miles an hour on that road, and that's about as fast as I want to go on it. And so I had to be going between 90 and 100 to average out was a little over 80 miles an hour. It was 8.22, I think, is what I figured out to for the winning car. So, and you figure, oh, another thing, this Plymouth car was driven by Wild Bill Cummings. And he was the most suspected guy you ever want to see. Because his car wouldn't perform, it overheated on him, and I don't even know if he finished the race. Do you?
No, he did not.
He finished it. And I think practically all the Fords finished it, didn't he? Yeah. And Henry Ford couldn't build those cars. Oops. He couldn't build those cars fast enough after that race. People, you didn't have to tell them anything about the car. They knew what it was. So, well, I think that's all I have, unless you have any more questions.
I want to thank Jeff today for bringing in, this is a promotional piece from the 1933. Now this is an Indiana road map. And right on the front of the road map is printed, visit the 1933 Elgin Road Race at Elgin, Illinois. Indiana road map.
It's very unusual.
Very neat. The other piece that we brought in, I think just dropped here.
Oh, this flag.
Yeah, and that is a flag from the road race. I'm I'm going to switch over because I've got something that I think you all will be very interested in. And if you bear with me, we'll get this going.
Are you gonna take this meeting?
Is it coming up? It's not coming up.
Sir,
If we were to take a ride
are
on
you
the,
gonna,
on the
are you gonna
racetrack,
take this meeting?
where would we find a map? On the internet?
You can stop, because he's just gonna